You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I am back. Rudrance for Black and White Sports 2. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, like, comment, share. Well, we've been covering this Tyreek Hill situation, and we said that once there is some surveillance video that drops, and as we know, in the past few days, Tyreek Hill and the people involved with the marina incident in which he evidently clocked somebody in the back of the head. I don't know. I guess we're about to find out. And as with any reaction, I try to go in cold. I have not watched this yet. Okay, I have not watched it yet. We'll watch it together for the first time. But that surveillance video has dropped now involving the incident with Tyreek Hill. Look, the Miami Dolphins, they got some potential, at least on offense this year. There's been a lot of rumblings about Dalvin Cook. His ultimate destination may end up being in Miami. And with Mike McDaniels in that offense, at the very least, if Tua Tagovailoa can stay healthy, this team's got potential. It does. They're not just going to be an easy out in the AFC East. Aaron Rodgers or not, Josh Allen or not. Even though Mac Jones's revenge tour is currently uploading as we speak with Bill O'Brien, the Dolphins will not be a easy out. Simply put, they're going to score some points. Absolutely. This is Fox News, and we've also got Mike McDaniels, the coach, who has actually made some comments about this situation. Miami Dolphins' Tyreek Hill was involved in a police investigation last month for assault and battery, but he avoided charges. He was alleged to have slapped a man in the back of the head at a Miami marina. By the way, this was the same fishing trip that I think a day or two earlier or so, the agent, Drew Rosenhaus, was seen like slapping a shark in the back or swimming with a shark or something like that. There was video of that out there too. Hill was alleged to have slapped a man in the back of the head at a Miami marina, and surveillance footage of the incident has been uncovered. In the video tweeted by South Florida sports journalist Andy Slater, Hill can be seen being held back by another person, but he appears to reach around and hit a man from behind. After connecting, he continued to be whisked away. The footage then cuts a bit later to show Hill being held back by several people, and he also makes contact with a woman, who he appears to push aside. He is being held back again, and then we see him walking away from the ruckus. Now, something to keep in mind here, and we talked about this in this entire incident. Look, the NFL can make a ruling here whether or not this is a violation of the personal conduct policy. And they can still choose to suspend him or fine him or do nothing. Okay, so that is something to think about in all of this scenario. So he may not be out of the woods. Oh. Oh, right there. Oh, okay, he reached around and popped him right there. Bam, right up here. So this is the guy that started out, the bald-headed guy right there. And he was an employee of one of the fishing companies, I think, that was out there. And he's going to reach around. Boom. So that's Tyreek Hill right there in the charcoal gray shirt, it looks like. His dude right here is trying to get him out of there. And now here he is back here. Some people running to try to get in between him. Okay, he pushes a woman right there, but I don't know how that's going to be viewed. I think they must be together. And she's trying to stop him. And he keeps getting pushed back. So I would assume And again, this is just an assumption that he's probably threatening somebody right here. He's talking to somebody off screen that we can't see. Interesting indeed. So let's see what Miami-Dade police told Fox News Digital at the time that Hill was under investigation. Hill's said to have hit a man on Father's Day after the two got into a disagreement at the Hallover Marina in Miami Beach. Slater reported that Hill's crew boarded a boat without permission and that Hill slapped the employee on the back of the head. The employee did not want to press charges. Slater said employees told police that Hill said, quote, "I can buy you and the boat," informing them that he was number 10 from the Miami Dolphins, but the two have resolved the dispute. It's my understanding he actually sent the guy an apology, as well as, we found out, a settlement. The parties to the incident, which occurred on June 18, 2023 at the Hallover Marina involving Tyreek Hill, which resolved their differences, reads the joint statement provided by Evan Feldman, the attorney for the employee of Kelly Fleet Incorporated, and Julius Collins, Hill's attorney. The receiver is entering his second season with the Dolphins after spending his first 6 with the Chiefs. Of course, he won a Super Bowl. Hill has been a Pro Bowler each of his first 7 seasons, and this past season he was named first team All-Pro for the 4th time. The 29-year-old racked up career highs with 119 catches, 1,710 yards. The guy is all-world talented. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I think he's got to be at least in the top 5, I would believe, receivers in the league. This is Pro Football Talk. And Mike McDaniel has come out and made a comment. Of course, he was the offensive coordinator for the 49ers before he took this gig. Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill avoided criminal charges and settled with the worker he was accused of hitting during the altercation at the marina last month, but it's still possible he could face NFL discipline. And now we know there's no disputing. He hit the guy. We saw that on video. Miami head coach Mike McDaniel said today that the NFL is in the process of investigating the matter and that he has spoken to Hill about it. Quote, "In situations like that, everybody's disappointed," McDaniel said via the Miami Herald. McDaniel indicated he won't have much to say until the league has concluded its investigation. Quote, "I think it's important when you're in charge of making decisions to reserve as much judgment as possible until all the information is collected. The league is still looking into it, and we're in communication with the league as we've been from the beginning. And outside of that, I'm looking forward to practice and to be continued as information comes our way." So, and you know, in situations like this, look, Mike McDaniel has probably seen that video, 50 times by now, and has probably long since seen it. The police has seen it, and make no mistake, even if this thing hadn't become public, which I knew it would, I've been saying that from the beginning, if there's surveillance video, eventually it will emerge. Well, the league has seen it. Roger Goodell has seen it. So it's going to be up to Goodell whether or not he steps in and hits Tyreek Hill with disciplinary action. I think Tyreek Hill had an incident when he was with the Chiefs as well. I can't remember if that was a domestic violence incident. Domestic violence arrest in college to a child abuse investigation with the Chiefs. So there's been a couple of different situations there involving Tyreek Hill, and that was from an article from quite a ways back. It looks like that was thesportingnews.com. So that's a legitimate source for those 2 other incidents. I would keep in mind, too, the NFL is going to take into account previous actions. That is part of the process, or it used to be. I've said before, because of what happened with Deshaun Watson and the fact that he got a slap on the wrist, essentially, I think all bets are off now. We don't know what Alvin Kamara is going to get yet, although it's been rumored that it might be up to 6 games. We don't know if Tyreek Hill will get anything at all. But it could have an effect on this season. They've got Braxton Berrios, I believe, on that roster as well, along with Waddle, Hill. That offense is going to score a lot of points. You're going to see some 30-point games out of this offense. So it's going to be interesting. I think, personally speaking, I think that entire division is going to end up being good. I do. Now, they may end up canceling each other out, but I think that entire division could be very good by season's end. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 supporters. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.